Hey, I'm Sam Tummins. I play football for Bearden, and you're listening to the No Playbook Podcast.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for checking out this show. It's brought to you by D1 Training. My name's Casey, and on this show, we interview the coaches, players, and experts that help to make sports and fitness such an important part of life here in East Tennessee. Now, this episode, it's a great one, especially if you're from the Bearden community. I've got a couple of outstanding athletes on the show today. They are both rising seniors at Bearden High School. Sam Tummins is a wide receiver and a defensive back for the Bulldogs football team. He's got a few nice offers to play at the next level. So we talk, of course, a little bit about that process, his love for NASCAR. I even share with him a old Denny Hamlin story of mine that I probably shouldn't have shared with him, but actually, maybe I should have deleted that out. Oh well. I might chat with Sam Tummins.
What's up? How's it going?
Good. You can hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
How are things?
Good. How about you?
Good. Is this too early for you on a summer day?
No, this is actually like the only free time I have during the day because I got work at 10, so this is perfect.
Okay. Where do you work?
Louisville Landing Marina off top side towards the airport.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. What do you like working with boats or what are you doing?
Yeah, so there's a dry storage up there where people keep all their boats, and kind of the guys up there. We run the forklift. And the people call, and if they want their boat down, we put their boat down, get it ready for them. So
Right
yeah,
on. It's a pretty cool
I
summer
know.
gig.
Can't complain when you're working on the lake.
Right, right. Sam, is it Tummins? Is that how I say it?
Yes, sir. Tummins.
Okay, got it. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I guess one of the first things I was thinking about is just since, summertime's ending, getting back into school and stuff, but what is that summertime kind of training session like for you? Is it you say you got a job, you're going to work, but is
Yeah.
it you finding time to lift and to work on your speed, that kind of stuff during the summer?
Oh yeah. Well, right now my summer looks a little different because I'm going through an injury right now. I pulled my hamstring last week, so right now I'm just doing kind of PT stuff, kind of trying to get back into running. I just ran for like one of the first times yesterday. So I'll be dealing with that. But regularly, our summer is pretty chaotic. Um, June is a lot more lax than July is. We're kind of 3 days a week in June, but July we're 5 days a week. We go through, I would say, about 8 meetings a day. And then on top of practice and a lift, and then all the extra work, the extra running, the extra footwork drills, all that. So summer's intense.
Yeah. I mean, and talking about just how difficult it is because of the heat, there's obviously every year you hear about some coach that over pushed
Yeah.
the kids. Did you see the social media post yesterday about some college in New York now is a black turf
Yeah.
field?
Yeah, whoever designed that's got it. They need to fire him. I don't know
Like
how
that's
you're
like
gonna.
a third degree burn if you get
I
tackled.
know. Luckily, it's up north though, so it probably isn't as hot up there. But still, it's got. I mean, the sun is gonna hit that. And not gonna feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's got to be terrible. I bet it's a little easier on the eyes though than that. Is it Eastern Washington that has the red field?
Uh, yes, yeah. And then there's a green field somewhere.
Well, Boise obviously they have the blue field.
The blue field. Yeah,
That's very
I know.
it
It's
always freaks my
interesting.
eyes out. Hey, so at Bearden, man, it is like you've gotten a new coach. Of course, Josh Jones came in halfway through your high school experience. Was that weird to switch
Yes, sir.
coaches after a couple seasons?
Oh yeah, it was definitely weird. At first I had doubt. I never heard of Coach Jones, but I know he was coming from Powell, so I knew they'd coming off the state championship. He was the real deal. One of the first things he said to us in our first meeting was he said he promised that he would bring us the best coaching staff possible and the best coaching staff around. And I feel like he held to that promise, and we really do have the best coaching staff around. So he gained my trust in the first meeting. So yeah.
Well, that's great. Now, I've worked with him with that enormous tournament that he puts on.
Oh yeah.
That's every like November, I think it is. And
Yes,
the,
sir.
the crazy thing is, if you ever get a chance, have him show you his phone because the number of missed text messages at any given time, it will give you an anxiety attack. It is
Yeah, I
like I'm
bet.
talking like triple digits.
Well, we were on the way to media day, me and Jaheim Merriweather, and I don't think we really got to talk to him because he was on the phone the whole dang time. And we walked
Hmm.
into media day, and he's dapping up this guy, saying what's up to this guy. So he's pretty well known, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I believe you're familiar with Braylon Harmon. I just saw that he just committed this morning to
I
Wofford.
know Braylon, yeah, good
What,
player.
what's your recruiting experience been like so far?
It's been good. It's been interesting. I'm trying not to take it for granted. Right now, I have three offers from Charlotte, Eastern Illinois, and University of Indianapolis.
Uh-oh. Let's see. We lost him. Let's see if we can get him back.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay. We got a storm going on right now, some heavy
Yeah.
rain, so that might be. You were just talking about your offers so far.
Yeah. So, and then University of Indianapolis. So it's been fun. I took a visit up to Miami, Ohio. I visited Charlotte. I took a visit up to EKU. So, yeah, it's been fun talking to all these colleges. I might go up to VMI this weekend, but I'm still trying to figure that out. So, yeah,
Is it Will Healy at Charlotte?
he was at Charlotte. Yes, and then I think they got a whole new coaching staff this summer. So he was there. He's a cool guy. I
Yeah.
talked to him for a little bit. Yeah, he's cool. I like him.
Well, I actually listen to I'm not I hope my friends in Knoxville Sports Radio don't listen to this, but I actually listen to Charlotte Sports Radio every morning.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, on my way to work just because so I grew up in North Carolina. I'm a lifelong Panthers fan. So
Okay.
it's you don't get any Panthers talk in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah. No.
So I listen to them talk about stuff and they inevitably talk a lot about 49ers Charlotte football.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah,
So
I bet.
that's great, man, that you're getting those looks. Are you dead set you're gonna play football in college, or is that something you're not even sure about yet?
Not 100% sure yet. Still a conversation I've been having with my family and my coaches, but I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm taking all opportunities I'm given, and I'm not counting anything out. So I would say I have not made a full decision yet, though.
Got it. Got it. Um, Now you've played both ways, right? You played some
Yes, sir.
defense and receiver. Which do you prefer?
That's tough. I played receiver my whole life, and I never really started playing safety till high school. But I feel like safety's kind of caught up on me, and I feel like I like playing defense a little more. But I love playing both.
You got a lot of picks last year, though, right?
Yes, sir. I did.
How many? Was it 7?
It was 8. They had
8.
that stat is wrong on dang prep extra. They took away one from me.
I saw 8 on another one, so
Yeah,
I forgot which one it was. Maybe Huddle. I'm not sure, but
yeah.
that's cool. Uh, so let's say you go play ball at the next level, even at a place like Charlotte. Um, do you have like long-term football goals and dreams to be a coach or a player, anything like that, or are you just kind of taking each
Um,
day as it comes?
I'm kind of taking each day as it comes. I don't know if I'd want to be a coach when I'm older. Maybe a trainer, some type on the low. Yeah, I don't know. I really haven't thought that far yet. After college, it'd be crazy to go to the league, obviously, or just even be on a practice squad. So, that's definitely a goal of mine. So yeah.
Gotcha. Now, I see the is that Dale Jr. on the image behind you?
Oh yeah.
The big.
I'm a big NASCAR guy. I used to be. Jeff Gordon is my guy.
Okay. Um, Yeah, you say used to be. It's kind of the same thing. I had a period, maybe a 5-year period, where I watched as much as I could, and I don't know
Hmm.
what it was really. I kind of had enough.
Yeah, it's just not the same now. I actually went to the dirt race up at Bristol this year, and I was like, God, I know like Denny Hamlin and Keselowski are in the back. I'm like, what is this? I didn't really know any of the guys that were winning.
Yeah. I have a Denny Hamlin story that I'm gonna have to tell you. Actually, I'll just edit it out. Uh, yeah, it's one I can't share for the air. So I used to work in radio in Knoxville, Star
Okay.
102.1. If you're
Yeah.
familiar with that station, okay. So we did some stuff with the NASCAR Speed Park in
Yeah.
um, in Sevierville, I think it is. And we
Yeah.
did an event, and they would have racers come like at different times. I met Sterling Marlin, Matt Kenseth, um, Denny Hamlin, several other guys. But there was this one time where Denny came, and there was a really cute girl that worked there, and she knew me just because I did a lot of events there. And Denny came up to me because I was kind of like emceeing the event, and he's like, "Hey, man, so tell me, what's this girl's story?" So I did the thing like in high in middle or high school, when you go to a girl and you're like, "Hey, what do you think of this guy? What do you think of her?" And long story short, uh, apologies if your mom or dad are listening in the background.
No, they're
I helped Denny Hamlin go home with this young lady, and
not.
the next time I saw her, I was like, "Oh yeah, what happened with you?" She's like, "Yeah, not only did I go back to his apartment, but then he took me with it was before the Bristol race that this particular year. He brought me with him, and I spent the whole weekend with him in Bristol. And she's like, it was the best weekend of my life." And I'm like, nice. I'm I'm hooking up the stars. So that was
That
a fun
is
Denny Hamlin story.
that is a good story. That is hilarious.
Um so anyway, back to the we're coming up on fantasy football season. Do you play?
I do. Yes, sir.
Do you have like I've been teaching my oldest is 13. He's played for a few years, and then my next is 11, and we're trying to get him into it, and I'm trying to like teach him
Yeah, yeah.
strategy and stuff. Are you a like, you know, old school, go running back, that kind of thing?
Yeah, this year I'm trying to think. I think
Oh, you've
I
already
took
drafted.
or well last year. Like
Okay.
I'm just thinking of last year. My first pick, I had like the sixth pick and I took Kamara
Hmm.
and that didn't really work out. I traded him like week 3. So I ended up being I think I ended up losing in the round to go to the championship. I had one of the best teams in the league. But yeah, I used to check that thing like every morning in class. I'd be trading with my buddies. We have the same league that we constantly go back to. But yeah, I took that thing serious.
Yeah. Well, you got it. So where is it? I still have at Dick's Sporting Goods. I finished. I won a league, and we got like a
Oh
car
really?
flag made, and I still just keep that with me. It says fantasy football champion because I mean those
Yeah,
those are
that's a
real,
good memory.
something to brag about. Um,
Exactly.
really, just don't want to finish last.
Yeah.
Um, what about like as a little kid here in Knoxville? You grew up in this area.
Yes, sir.
Did you play other sports?
Yeah, I played pretty much anything you can imagine growing up, but I mainly played basketball. I played basketball till my freshman year, and then I ended up not playing anymore, just playing football.
Yeah. Was it like KYS or what did you play? Which organization around here?
For basketball or
Just
just growing
anything.
up? Yeah, I played CBFO, KYS, and I played WBO growing up. And then I ended up just really focusing on football or not even focusing on just playing football and basketball. And I started playing AAU. I started doing I started playing in some of the leagues after the season for football. So yeah,
Uh, when did you pick out that football was going to be your thing though?
I'd always love I'd always love football. I have this old Tennessee one jersey. I think it was the Pilardi jersey, the old kicker, and I used to wear that all the time. I used to play flag football before started playing tackle, and I just loved it. Obviously, I'd always played football. I knew I was football was one of those sports where I was like some of the other sports I was like, yeah, I could see myself quitting, but football was like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this sport and football or this sport and football. So yeah, I feel like I always knew I was just gonna play football for as long as I could.
Yeah. I just thought of something. When you're getting these recruits or these offers, are they talking specifically about you playing in the defensive secondary or as a receiver?
Every coach asks me which one I would prefer to play, and I always just tell them both because I mean I'm up for anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do ask me that question. And my answer is always both because I mean I'll go play offense if you want me to. I'll play defense if you want me to. So I don't really have a real preference.
Yeah. What about off the field, Sam? Are you a video games guy? You have any big hobbies or what do you like to do in your off time?
I actually do not play video games. My buddies and we love playing golf. So we play golf a lot, I would say.
Cool. You got a good handicap?
No, but I for much as I play, I've broke 90 like twice. So I'm not the best golfer, but it's still just fun to go out with my boys and go play.
There you go. And those two times, I mean, that's something you'll remember. My
Yeah.
best score of all time is a 94, and that was on a
Okay.
wide open course in Florida, and still I hold on to that score.
Yeah,
And
definitely. You got to.
yeah, man. How about your favorite football player ever? Could be college, pro, whatever.
Ever I'll say two if you don't care.
Go for it.
I loved watching Percy Harvin play. With the Vikings and the Seahawks. I just loved watching him play. And then one of my favorite UT players of all time is Juwan Jennings. I loved him. I feel like we almost have similar play. Not the fastest, but we'll go up and get it. And I just loved watching him. I thought he was one of the most underrated receivers Tennessee's ever had.
I think you're right about that. I think we realized this after the coaching staff left. I think he won more games for them than we realized
Yeah,
because he refused to go down,
it was
which was
crazy watching him. I
yeah.
mean, I don't know how he didn't have more hype. I mean, he's doing solid in the NFL,
Hmm.
but yeah, that one play where he's in the back of the end zone, the cameraman's videoing him like this, and he catches it, and you just see this player just come and kill him. He
Yeah.
still holds on to it.
You talk about why there's not as much hype. He had one bonehead play in the Vanderbilt game, if you
Yeah, I know.
remember,
Yeah,
and I think that hurt his draft stock quite a bit, actually.
really, really.
Just because I mean, I follow the draft more than any human should, and a lot of people would mention like he's a dirty player, and they labeled him that because of one bonehead
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah, that's
But
sad.
that happens. How about when you are training? What's your favorite exercise in the gym?
In the gym, I'd say power clean. I love power cleaning.
It is fun.
Yeah.
One thing I'm asking everybody now: share with me one big sports memory, and it could be either as a player or as a spectator.
Well, actually, the Tennessee Alabama game, I was sitting four
Oh, this
rows
year!
up this year. I
Wow.
was sitting about 4 rows up right behind Tennessee's bench, 2 rows in front of Peyton Manning. And I swear, me and my buddy were the first one on the field as soon as we hit that field goal. So that was probably one of my best sports memories so far.
How'd you get those tickets?
My buddy, he hooked me up. They have season tickets right there. I went to the Florida game with them right there. He's taken me a couple of games, and yeah, I got in because of him, not because of me.
That's excellent. You obviously a Tennessee fan, I'm guessing.
Yes, sir. Big one.
You're gonna be going to several games this year,
Oh yeah, definitely.
man. I think Joe Milton's got the cannon, and he's gonna have some big things.
We'll see. I hope.
Yeah. All right, man. Sam Tummins, thank you so much for coming on. Best of luck this season.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.